Mondays through Friday.
Everybody, welcome in. Hi, DoktorHigh.
Good morning. How are you?
I was in the middle of taking some bowl hits and realized what time it was and said, "Oh, we're running late."
Yeah, I ran a little late.
Yeah, you make me nervous when you're not here like 15 minutes early.
Yeah. Well, I got a late start this morning, so good morning, Rhonda. How are you today?
Good morning, Rhonda. How are you? Welcome in, everybody. Sorry, I was. Welcome in. Oh, goodness. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. So, DoktorHigh, what's new? You're frozen already.
We're going to have. I know. That's what I'm noticing. What the hell?
Anyway, I'm still trying to finish up this bowl.
We're all freezing. What is going on? Good morning, Christopher.
Well, we're glad you're here. We do have to let everybody know that starting tomorrow, we will be on at noon on the East Coast. So that's 11 o'clock Central, 10 a.m. in the mountains, and 9 a.m. on the West Coast. And that'll be our new official time. So it'll be from noon till 2.
Wow.
Good morning, Jeffrey. How are you?
Having big problems this morning. Morning, Jeff. Hi, Lori. How are you? Good morning, Kelly. How's everything?
Yeah, so we're going to switch our hours a little bit, give you guys over there on the West Coast a little bit time to get your eyes opened up and ready to go. Good question. All right. Yay.
What's the question?
I don't know.
I'm good, thanks.
Did we ask you a question?
Oh, now you can watch Dr. Phil. Nice.
Curtis.
I'm getting a peen pillow for my birthday. What's a peen pillow?
It's a pillow that looks like a penis.
Oh, jeez. Nice.
Yeah, a peen pillow.
Little too soft to be effective. Probably something like your fingers.
Right. What I'm thinking is that Vern and I were coming up with a brilliant game. It's going to be like cornhole, except for you're going to throw little crocheted penises into vaginas at each end.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's going to be, we're going to call it, put the peen in the hole or something. I don't know.
Well, I mean, when you start off with cornhole, there's a lot of ways you can go from there.
Right. Yeah. Well, we're going to paint the board so they look like vajayjays. And then she's gonna crochet little peens that have weighted in the bottom so they land standing up. Toss the peen. We're gonna make a white guy, so it'll be a little tiny peen, and then we're making a black guy with a very large peen. And those will
so which one gets you extra points?
Well, I guess if you get it in the hole, you get some points. But I don't know if you're close to the hole, if you're laying down towards the hole, if it's a rim shot. I don't know. We still got to come up with the rules.
That's a whole different hole. You're going to have to put one on the back side of the cornhole.
You can put another board on the side, another hole on the side somewhere, and that could be the anus.
For the trick shots.
Yes, for anybody that overshoots a little too far.
Oh boy, we're off track this morning.
Talking about weed.
You're off track this morning.
Can't get it in the hole. We'll put some hair around. We're gonna make some hair around the hole. So if you can't get it in, you put some hair around it.
It's not that way, man. That was the 70s. This is 2023. That doesn't exist anymore.
I better tell Mrs. Hippie. Anyway, good morning, everybody. Way to start.
Sorry to start your day off like that, folks. But
Lori's got her room.
From time to time. Yeah, I'm checking on that.
You can order it.
You
can order it separately. You can get a landing strip. You can get a basketball floor. You can get the full 70s bush, depending on your hole you want.
2 hours to go. Oh, 2 hours of work to go, Mr. Slow.
Oh, Mr. High got his, Mr. Slow got Mr. High. Mr. Slow got his cartridge.
Okay.
Oh, goodness.
Do you have any photos yet?
Well, I don't know. He's working. Like I said, he's probably not playing
right now. Okay.
But let me tell you what I've seen so far. It was a liquid live resin.
Okay.
It was a darker cart, but it didn't look horrible. I mean, the only thing that looked weird was the tip. It was a little limp and powder blue. I don't know. But besides that, the cart looked normal.
Yeah, it might be silicone.
Yeah, it was weird. It might have been silicone. I don't know. The packaging was, your regular everyday bunch of bullshit. But when they pulled it out and looked at it, it didn't look bad. I mean, I went and he was giggling by the time he went back to work.
Was there anything else on the labeling, like?
Oh yeah, he'll show us. He'll show us when he gets out of work. If he gets out of work in time, maybe we'll pull him up into the box and he can talk to us for a few minutes.
I'm curious to see.
Yeah, because I could probably get him up into the box. He could probably show us the packaging. So when he gets out of work, all right, Slow, you're coming on when you get home. So move your ass. Get out of work early today. Anyway, good morning, everybody. Yeah, so he was happy, though. He seemed giggly and smiley, and he might have gotten himself in trouble because he was too giggly and smiley, and normally he's a miserable. Normally, Ganji lovers! Everybody pick up the Ganji lovers. They are an amazing family over there. Oh, my goodness, I enjoy hanging out and watching them as often as I can catch them.
Well, they do lives over there and stuff?
Oh, my God, the Ganji, you haven't joined the Ganji lovers? Goodness, you got to catch up with the times, man. You're frozen again. Why you got to make weird faces when you're frozen?
I don't know. Usually I don't. I got caught today.
Today you got caught with a weird one. You were like,
"Hey, Elvis."
Good morning. Welcome in, everybody. Yeah, there's a lot of people. Yeah. That's because it's catching on. Everybody's realizing this is where you want to come for all your answers. Welcome in, Andrew. Good morning. Good day, Stephen. All right, now where's the questions? I didn't look up anything again. I still got to look stuff up if I got to look stuff up.
Oh, yeah. Well, we always get around to that at some point.
Showing 10. I'm showing 15 up there.
15. Nice.
Yeah, so my plant is thriving. I had to have a discussion with Mrs. Hippie. Every time I would go back out there. Every time I would go out there, the light would be lifted up away from my plant. And so I had to explain to them that the light needs to be closer to the plant because the plant will just keep growing taller. So
it'll just stretch, right? It'll stretch to get there.
So it has officially been left alone for the last day or so. And now that top little bush is starting to get a little thicker and prettier. Yeah. And it's not getting much taller yet. So I'm happy. Well, the only thing I'm sad about is plant number 3 is still not making an appearance. So I think he's a goner.
Could be. So not all seeds are viable, even if they look good. Sometimes.
Yeah, and I bought it from that guy at the festival, and he was a little, he was by himself, a young kid, not a kid, but probably in his early 30s. Compared to me, he's a kid. Right. And him and his dad were sitting there. They were kind of quiet. They weren't standing up yelling at everybody like everybody else. Come on over and check us out. They were kind of just being quiet and mellow. So I went and I talked to him about coming on the show, and he wants to come on the show. So once we get the plant going a little bit, we'll talk to him about it. We'll get him on the show and we'll talk to him about it. And we'll complain about
validated his veracity.
I don't want a boy. Yeah, I know I don't want a boy. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah. No, you don't want boys.
No boys.
No, those are no good unless you're a breeder.
I have an 18-year-old. I'm done with boys.
Yeah. If you're a breeder, a boy's not so bad because you can.
Yeah, once I become a breeder, then I'll consider it. But right now, I'm barely a grower, let alone a shower.
Because you can actually get that pollen from those flowers and then freeze it and store it. and then use it to crossbreed later on, or to generate new seed stock, so you get that seed vigor again.
Yeah.
So there are reasons to have a male on occasion, but for the most part, we want to avoid them. They just cause havoc. And even then, even when you avoid them, there are plants that become hermaphrodites. There are some plants that'll go to seed with no male anywhere, and that can happen due to stress sometimes, or
yeah, Ganji lover. We were talking about that the other day on the show. Cutting branches, is that what he means by branch?
could be different terminology, different people, right?
I guess. Yeah.
Not everybody uses the same language, but
I would assume mean cutting off, and
yeah.
regrowing it from there instead of reseeding.
Yeah. Somebody on Facebook had posted some pictures of their plants the other day. I don't remember who it was or anything like that. I don't even know if it's anybody I really know, but to pollen, yeah, for sure. But they had their plants so
It's gonna be a good one today, DoktorHigh.
Why is that?
Oh, because it keeps freezing.
Oh, yeah, I know. This freeze is terrible today.
Yeah, it's been bad.
Yeah, I'm looking outside at my weather. It's very dark out, so I don't know if it's weather related or I don't know. It's not a nice day here.
Anyway, so yeah. Oh, what were you saying? I'm sorry, I missed most of that because you were frozen.
Oh, I was just saying somebody on Facebook had some pictures of their plants there, and they were so nicely groomed, just beautiful. They were just the way they should be at that point. They were probably, a week from harvest, maybe right at harvest, very, very close to it. But the plant was so stripped down, and that's really what you want to do, right? Once you go into flower, you want to leave enough leaf there to be able to turn the light into the energy that you're required to flower and maximize that, but not so much that the plant is wasting energy in
feeding those leaves.
And yeah, and the thing is, right, like we're doing it on a commercial scale, it's a bit of a challenge because you have, like between my partner and the grow, we had 2 rooms we were responsible for, and they were 800 to 900 plants per room, and it's very difficult to maintain the proper level of grooming on the plant that you can give when you're just growing for yourself at home with 2 or 4 plants, right? So in a commercial setting, it's very difficult unless you have the manpower to really do that. But yeah, it's a good process for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely. Should I move those 2 plants down away from the light a bit? Hold on, let me check my messenger, and I will get an idea.
I will do some commercials. Let's get ahead of the game here, huh?
If you wish.
Yeah, we'll do a commercial, and we'll be right back. You're hanging with Da.Hippie and DoktorHigh.
Okay, men. This is your time. Maybe you didn't choose this, but you're here now. You're going to go out there and be an all-star caregiver.
Wow.
It's up to you. So what are you going to do? You're going to go grocery shopping, cook, clean, be there emotionally and physically. You got to dig deeper. Drive them to physical therapy, doctor's appointments. Don't you forget about the pharmacy. No, you won't. Because that's what caregivers do. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. This is your time to show the world, your family, and yourself that you're tougher than tough. Now go out there and be the best caregiver this world has ever seen. Caregiving is tougher than tough. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving. A public service announcement brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Danica Patrick and proud aunt. Watching my nieces grow, play, and learn is amazing. But not every child gets to be carefree. 1 in 6 kids in the U.S. are hungry. One in
hair straightener?
That little
she
girl
said I need to dry my hair, and I was like, I need a
straightener.
Kids.
She doesn't have the
But then
energy
I think she meant to say die.
Only meals. It breaks my heart that this is the reality in our country, but it's something that Feeding America.
I've been thinking about dyeing my hair too. I'm starting to get some gray.
Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste.
Yeah.
This food is then provided to families and children in need. Being a kid should
I have
be
a
about
puppet
using your
being built
imagination,
by
learning,
Badger
and
Heart
having fun.
Puppetry, and that's going to be
These
based
children
more
shouldn't have
on
to
the
miss
big
out
guy
on
over
simply
here.
being a kid
He will be
because they're
you.
To find
I don't
out
know
how
though.
you can
Now I'm
help
like,
end
you know, he's
childhood
this
hunger
far
in
into
your
it now.
community,
Hippie J is
visit
the face of
feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by
WTHC
Feeding
Radio,
America
you know?
and the Ad
Say
Council.
bye-bye to bottled water. Holistic Health Water has certified medical
I
grade
do have
water
a friend
ionizers
who
that
has
make 7
another
types of
puppet
water,
that looks
including
very
healthy
similar to this
alkaline.
gentleman.
There's a 5-micron
So
filter
I
that
told him
lasts
to take
up to
very
a year,
good care of
and
it,
each
and I
machine
might have
lasts
to buy it
25 to
off of
30
him in the
years.
future.
Simply attach to your faucet or install under
If
your
this guy
sink.
starts to get
Even
worn
get a
down.
mineral spa unit in your shower. Go to yourwater.org. Get a free ebook.
Well, as long as you don't work them too
Pay
hard,
for
it'll be
any
fine.
machine full and get an extra
He doesn't
filter
work.
free.
I don't work very
Change your water
hard. I
and
lay
change
most
your
of the
life.
day back there.
Yourwater.org.
But
hey, Mississippi, why don't we take a ride to Dauphin, PA today?
Dauphin? What's in Dauphin?
You know, I can feel some strings in my mouth where my teeth used to be.
Facebook and on TikTok.
That's only on Mondays,
And
Tuesdays,
there, you know, some
Saturdays.
strings starting to get loosened
Today, I
in
want to go there and
there.
pick up all my great finds.
That sounds like a great road trip. That's Bella's Badass Crystals on TikTok and Facebook. But you can also find them.
Yeah, I'm excited,
Dauphin,
except for the
PA.
whole,
They
I'm
are
going to be in a
badass.
bag on the whole way up there.
Say bye-bye to bottled water.
I've lost the
Water has
package,
certified medical grade water ionizers.
but I'll have a look
7
out
types of
when I'm
water, including healthy
walking home.
alkaline. There's a 5-micron
what a
filter that lasts
dumbass.
up to a year, and each machine lasts
Marie,
25
how are
years.
you? Welcome in, everybody.
Simply attach
Good
to your
morning.
faucet or install under your sink.
Package.
Even get a
Yeah,
mineral spa
he
unit
took it
for
out
your
of the
shower.
package. He probably
Go
threw it
to
away.
yourwater.org
man.
to get a free ebook. Plus, pay for any machine
Well, you know,
and an extra
the package
filter
isn't so important,
change
is it?
water and change
Well, I
your
mean,
life.
yeah, not at the time, but we kind
Water.org.
of wanted to see.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen what was going on.
WTHC, we're back, and Dr. High wanted to see what was going on. It's okay, though. We'll figure it out. I'm sure he'll get another one in the near future because he'll be done with that one by this afternoon, the way he was sucking on it earlier.
And I would suggest he doesn't pick it up on the way home. The surveillance cameras are probably looking out for him. They've probably already identified the packaging and are waiting for somebody to touch
Don't
it.
scare the guy to death. He's not going to walk home. He'll be staying at work all night. You're fine, Raggy. Nothing's going on here.
Get all paranoid from that live resin.
Yeah, he's already high, and fuck, he's never high at work. He usually
That's it.
comes home and gets high. Now today,
That's the joy of a vape cart, right? You can do it
Yes.
anywhere
The
and be very
convenience.
discreet. Yes, absolutely. So Chris sent me a couple pictures of his plants. They're looking really good. They've really come a long way since you sent me the pictures the other day. It just goes to show you the difference a week makes with cannabis plants. Right, or 10 days, I think.
Freaking night, and overnight that shit shot up like 3 inches. I was like, damn.
Oh yeah, they can. They can grow a good 1.5 inches a day, 2 inches a day under optimal condition. Yeah, very possible. So yeah, you're going to want to move the plants away from the light a little bit, because as I'm looking at the way, you know, if you step back and you look at the way that the light is coming out, you have part of your plants that are super illuminated, and then the outside of the plants are more in the shadow. So you really want to have.
He did not send the pic to me. He sent the pic to Dr. High. Dr. High does not have the ability to share it out. I have the ability to share it out. If he would have sent it to me, I could have shared it and showed the picture. But he sent it to Dr. High. So please stop shouting out in the crowd. Sorry, Dr. High.
Yeah. So what you're going to want to see, Chris, is you're going to want to make a little bit of distance between the light and the plants, and then step back and look into your tent and see that the full plant is inside that prism, because the light comes down from here. It comes out this way, right? It doesn't come straight down, but it comes out at an angle. So just adjust your light height to the point where the plants are fully inside that pyramid of light that's coming down, and that will give all your plant access to the same kind of light.
That's why
and I was curious
you keep
because I see
telling me
that
I need a. I'm sorry. That's why you keep telling me I need a bigger tent for 3 plants, because I need more of that area for the light prism to come down onto my
it all
plants when they
depends.
get bigger.
From what I can see, Chris's tent is 48 inches. So it's 48 inches up high.
That's
it's 4
what
feet,
she said.
which means he's not going to be able to grow a 3-foot plant because the light would be inefficient, right? It's not going to have enough coverage for him. So
Got to teach him to
because he
tame
can
it.
only go so high. Yeah, he's really only going to want to grow those plants up to about 24 inches, about 2 feet. And then you're going to want to top the plant so it doesn't continue to grow taller anymore, but starts to spread out. Yeah, and you want to start bringing all those side branches and lower branches up towards the top, so you have something that's more the shape of a candelabra.
Right. That's what I was
that's
saying.
what you'd be looking to do. Yeah.
And then you're going to be more like a shrubbery instead of a tree.
Yeah, exactly. But that's okay, right? Because you get a density of top quality buds. So instead of having one really nice cola or two really nice colas, yeah, go ahead.
Because I'm smart and I know this. It's because like normally your tree would be tall and your buds down at the bottom aren't going to be as quality because it's not getting it's working so hard to push the nutrients all the way up to the top. So these guys get left behind. But when you cut it and you keep them flat, they're all going to be at the same level. So the nutrients are all going to get pushed out equally, and you're going to have beautiful buds across the whole top instead of some good and some bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey. No, you're just saying that to make me feel good.
You know what happens below the top? You don't really, because it's not going to be quality product anyway. Yeah. So yeah, that was a good answer. But yeah, so that's basically what you're going to want to do now. You're going to want to get to a point very shortly. Like, let's say,
come on, spit it out. Spit it out. Come on, spit it out. You there? I know he's frozen. I'm hitting him. Come on, wake up. Come on. He gets really high. He gets really high in the morning.
This is.
You're just moving slow. It's okay, buddy. I don't know what you're saying. Now I can't hear you at all. Is he always on this side? You fuckers. You keep telling me that. That's better?
We're back, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Is he over here?
Yeah, a lot of
everybody said I have to point and look this way. Oh my God, this is so weird. I hate looking this way. DoktorHigh, how are you? All this time I've been talking to the wall.
Because the camera's actually opposite, right?
Yeah,
but
I thought we were able to switch it. All right,
okay,
Lori.
Lori,
Good night. See you tomorrow. Yeah, so I have to talk like this and you have to talk like that to talk to each other?
I have to face my back door. Well, not my back door, but the back door of my house.
And I have to face this way. Here, I look like I'm looking at you here. Anyway,
that's too. It's weird. But yeah, so because you're restricted in plant height, Chris, you're going to need to keep those plants short. So I would say when you hit, because a plant will pretty much double in size from the end of your vegetative cycle. So you get half your growth in veg, half your height growth in flower. So you're going to want to finish your plants, because if you're going to use that light all the way through the cycle, you're going to have some difficulty getting full coverage inside that tent, because that light spectrum or the beam is going to be more narrow because you don't have the height, right? So the higher up you can, obviously, the wider the light is at the base. So because you're restricted, you're going to want to keep your plants pretty short, like 2 to 2.5 feet.
That might even be a little too big.
I'm trying to figure it, but he may switch lights also, right? If he switches to like an LED, the LED is a different type of configuration. So the light doesn't come out the same way. The light actually comes direct
and square,
right? Straight down. Yeah, straight down and square. So it's just the difference of configuration.
I am on fire today. I am on fire.
That makes a difference, you know. Yeah. So yeah, you're looking short, but they're looking super healthy. They look like they could use just a little clean on the inside because you want to really make sure you got the airflow in there. And as long as you're maintaining a pretty good temperature at the top of the leaf, everything else is looking pretty good. So, all right. So Corrine, 40-year smoker, had to go on head meds. Smoke is interfering at this time. Need something. So just to understand, her family member was put on a pharmaceutical prescription, and that's interfering with her ability to smoke cannabis. Is that kind of where we're at? And you're
general? For crying out
understand
loud.
a little more of the question, and we can address the issue. Okay.
I'm on a Mexican radio.
Corrine, is it the THC itself that's interfering with the meds?
I don't even know what you're saying anymore.
Because she.
Oh. Oh, right. Maybe that's why it's not working. I can't hit him on this. So.
Oh, right. Maybe that's why I can't hit him on this. Oh, it's brutal today. It's really brutal. This is a problem we encounter at 12, not at 10:20. 10:20.
Right. Now I'm worried that we're going to be going to the 12 o'clock show and it's going to be worse. Great idea, High.
You said that the smoking is throwing off the head meds. She's just tired of them and trying to evaluate. So she's backed off on the pot, and I'm recommending CBD. Yeah, see, that's the thing, right? In New York State, there's really only 9 legal dispensary operators, right? So there's only 9 legal dispensaries. And that's kind of the issue. When you're going to a non-regulated or a non-licensed dispensary, of course, they're not necessarily held to any standard except the standard that's set by that dispensary owner. Now, there could be some great independent dispensary owners out there because they care about what they're doing. They find it very important to help people see their way through. Through this cannabis education part, and they really want to help people. And then you have a segment of these dispensary owners who are in it because there's money to be made. And they really don't care as much about cannabis and how cannabis can actually help people. They care more about how much money can I make from selling this cannabis product. So those individuals are going to look for products that are going to give him the biggest markup. Right? So a lower quality product, because somebody who's making a quality product needs to charge at least at a certain level to cover the cost of the manufacturing, right? So if they're starting with good ingredients, that costs money. Good vaporizer devices cost money. So there's kind of a low threshold, or there's a threshold there that you really can't get below if you're doing things properly. So not that the prices in the legal dispensaries are reasonable. They're kind of absurd also. But the thing is, at least with the legal distribution outlet, you're pretty sure that you're going to get what's on the label or very close to it. But once you get outside of that distribution chain, then there's room for playing around, right? Yeah, and the bodega, you know, I mean, bodegas have been a source of cannabis for a very long time.
Oh my goodness!
But now what you're getting into is, and if you're still just if you're still just using flour, the bodega still might be a good source of getting that flour. But once you get into concentrates, there's processes involved. Some that use solvents, some that use chemical extraction methods.
Word right there, DoktorHigh, chemical.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Because there are other things than cannabis involved in either the extraction method or the preparation method of, let's say, a vape cart, then it changes the game a little bit dealing with the bodega. Makes it a little more dicey, right? A little more risky. Because number one, not a lot of people know how to do these processes. This is really very new. All the extraction and vape carts and all that kind of stuff. 10 years ago, you didn't see it. Didn't exist. You know what I mean? It wasn't being done. There was still that people have made honey oil for many years. People have made extension oil for many years. But not a lot of people made rosin. Not a lot of people made live resin for sure. Not a lot of people made shatter because nobody understood the processes. And this all came from the food industry in the extraction of essential oils. But it's very expensive. The equipment that I used to use was in total about $70,000 to do the extraction and the proper removal of the solvents I used to make a clean product.
Well, her original question was something about CBD, correct? If I remember correctly.
Yeah, CBD for sleep, because the person she's talking about is having difficulty sleeping, and they're on this new regimen of meds, which can take time for you to adjust with those type of meds like Wellbutrin and things like that, is that they don't work the same across the board. What works for one person doesn't necessarily work for all people, right? So your doctors a lot of times will have
Don't make me do it. Don't make me slap you. Yeah, so we are going to be doing CBD soon. We're going to be making our own CBD. I'll just talk because you just be frozen over there. Oh, there you go. Oh, now I reversed everything, and now everything's backwards, and now I feel weird. I don't even know how to look the other way. What are you doing?
A hemp cart is pretty much used.
Oh, why?
I don't know. It's bad today. It's worse we've had it so far, I think.
How is
so? Yeah.
How's the camera now? Because am I facing the wrong way now? I feel like I'm facing the right way now.
Just face forward.
I can't.
You don't have.
It's weird.
There we go.
It's weird.
Or face wherever your screen is.
Well, now if I go like this, I feel like if I go like this, I'm looking at you.
Yeah, if somebody's selling her hemp carts, then there would be no high, right? Because you can't do a nano-emulsification in a hemp cart. And the definition of hemp is 0.03% THC. So that hemp cart could have only that in it. CBD can be made from hemp. It can be made from cannabis. It's just that most CBD is produced from hemp because the hemp plant has a controlled amount of THC to keep it within the legal scope. And then CBD can be whatever percentage it is. And you might find in hemp, you got 0.3% THC, but you might have 2.5% CBD or 1.8% CBD. I know here a farmer in Canada that can produce a crop of better than 2% CBD will have no problem selling it into the extraction for the licensed producers here, right? Because at 2%, they consider that to be a good CBD level for hemp because you can grow massive fields of it, right? That's a lot of material to extract. So the more biomass, the higher the return anyway, so it's worth it. But really, CBD is beneficial for sleep. One of the things you have to consider with that is you want to use that THC 2 hours before you intend to go to bed. In that first 2 hours, you can actually have the opposite effect. So you want to take it 2 hours before bed so you can get through that initial phase and then get to the relaxation. Yeah, Hippie.
Well, you just said THC, and I think you meant to say CBD.
Oh, yeah, I did mean to say CBD.
2 hours prior to going to bed, you want to take your inhalations of, or however you're going to take your CBD. But that's what I was trying to say before, is we're going to be making CBD here. We can share the link where I'm going to get the stuff from. Still haven't gotten it yet. But they've now figured out what I was talking about, and they're going to work on that now. So I'll be ordering the stuff any minute now, today, or hopefully by today or tomorrow. And then we're going to get that stuff and we're going to make CBD, right? So then they'll be able to make her own CBD for the low price of whatever we figured out, $4, I think.
Okay, so Corrine, if she goes to the dispensary, the very first thing she should look for would be something like Kelly got with the drops, right? Nano-emulsified would be ideal because the nano-emulsification
is an interesting topic.
Yeah.
It
would be if we could keep you on it.
If you could just keep talking. Little boxes.
Oh.
Hi, how are you? Good morning, everybody out there.
Okay. Right. Let me try to get through with Corrine's question here before I get frozen again.
No such luck.
Yeah. So the first thing I would suggest you look for is nano-emulsified CBD at the dispensary. A preparation that has a nano-emulsified CBD, because that's where you get the most value for money. A CBD in oil, your body absorbs only between 4 and 20%. Nano-emulsified CBD, your body can absorb up to 90%. So for a 10 milligram dose of CBD in oil, your body is lucky to get between a 0.04 and 0.2 milligrams. In a nano-emulsified preparation, your body will get 9 milligrams. So best value for money is nano-emulsified. If nano-emulsified is not available, you have to go with the oil. So try and get an oil that's about 1,000 milligrams, CBD in 30 milliliters, which makes each milliliter 33 milligrams of CBD. And I would suggest 1 dropper 2 hours before bedtime, and then we'll start to go from there. But that would be the start point that I would suggest.
Me too. Good job. You made it all the way through without getting broken.
Good morning, little boxes. How are you?
Little boxes, and I'm very excited. I need to send you my address.
She made you some nano-emulsifieds.
Yep. I'm going to send her my address.
We were talking about nano-emulsified products, and little boxes pop right in. You know, that's how the internet works, right? It listens to everything you say.
Hit up little boxes quick and tell her we're on and talking about her. Anyway,
you know, that's something we could do also with your CBD, right? We could do up a couple of grams and you could do a small nano-emulsification and test that also. But the problem with CBD is that your body doesn't give you feedback. So it's not like THC. When you consume THC, you get the feedback, right? When you consume CBD, you don't really get the feedback the same way. So it's very hard to judge. And most people would think a CBD preparation just didn't do anything for them.
All right, I have a question. So that day that gentleman came into the vape shop that I was a part of at that time, he gave me a bottle of vape juice that was CBD that he made himself. I put it into one of my vapes that I use for regular nicotine vaping.
Yep.
I had a second one. I had a second device, so I filled one with the CBD juice, and I had mine for my nicotine. Then I took like 5 big hits off of the CBD, and I immediately felt this overwhelming calmness and relaxation come over my body.
Yeah.
But you just said it could take up to 2 hours. Was that just my mind playing tricks on me and hoping that it was making me feel good?
Because most people don't vape straight CBD. When they vape, if there is CBD in the cart, it's just because it was in the starting material and it's been retained. So most people don't vape straight CBD, right? It's the vaping is the fastest, most immediate impact, right?
Okay.
Through inhalation through the lungs.
Right.
So for immediate relaxation and all that sort of thing, that makes complete sense. It's because of the method of delivery. But most people don't vape it. And if I was correct, Corinne was talking about them being smokers. If they're no longer smoking, they might not wish to vape. Can, when it's hard to give up smoking. So when you continue with the same methods,
don't make me hit you.
It's cool in the States, though.
I don't even know what you just said. Frozen ass. Sorry. I'm just kidding. I love you.
I was saying, what's cool about the States?
Well, there's a lot of
the
stuff.
fact that you can buy all these things isolated already. You can buy CBG isolate. You can buy CBC. You can buy CBN. You can buy CBD. You can buy those different cannabinoids.
You can buy the terpenes too, right?
And you can buy the terpenes. So you can really, if you want to play around, or if that's the kind of person you are that has that kind of curiosity and interest in making your own medicine at home, then you can actually do a lot of things. It's very versatile what you can experiment with, right? So where a lot of strains, if they have any CBG, it's a minor cannabinoid because it contains less than 1% volume by weight for the most part. That's why they call it a minor cannabinoid. So, but you can play with that. Once you have it in isolated form, you can make a vape cart that is 30% THC, 30% CBD, 5% CBG, 10% CBN, 5% CBC. You know what I mean? You can really play with your formulation. Then you add in your
make it to the way that you need it. That gives you the overall quality of life that you deserve.
Yep.
Now,
and
Corinne, she, are you still in PA or are you in New York now? DoktorHigh can look up the dispensary that you guys are planning on going to and see if they have what you need right there.
The simplest thing to do, Corinne, would be to, while we're on the air, let me know what dispensary you would go to. That way, I can pull them up on the internet. I can
find out if they're legitimate.
Yeah, I can pull them up on the internet. I can go through the menu, and then I can give you really specific product recommendations from the location you'll visit.
The names of them, because I don't know if you go to the one up in Scranton or if you go to the one in Stroudsburg or if you're even still in Pennsylvania.
Exactly.
So
yeah, that's the only way that, I mean, yeah, I could give you brand names or whatever, but that doesn't mean you're going to have access to those.
Right. And it doesn't mean like,
yeah, there's no point.
In little boxes, if she wants to share her information, is more than welcome to share her information if she is willing to do that kind of stuff.
And because Little Boxes is experienced and ethical in what she's doing, those preparations will be accurate and you can use them to determine your own thresholds, right? Because you'll know that the dosing is the way it's supposed to be. So you can play around with how much you actually take, what kind of dose you give yourself to find the right results for you. So really, because you can ship anything from a U.S. house to a U.S. house pretty much, I think little boxes is a great option for a lot of these products simply because you know that she's real, that she cares about what she's doing, that she advocates for cannabis and its potential medical benefits. So that would
She's
be
been on the show before, and she'll be on the show again.
Yeah,
we love her.
Well, I wouldn't be saying that had I not had an actual conversation with her. I could tell you that. You know what I mean? But through our conversation, I came to understand her depth of insight and knowledge, and that's why I would say that this is,
That's why he picked me. He knew my depth and my knowledge. He was like, "This is the guy I want to work with."
That's it.
Anyway, so Corinne, give him your dispensary, and I'm going to run a commercial, and he can try to look it up and see if we can get that stuff, ASAP for you. But then little boxes is also an opportunity if she's, down with the sickness. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. Oh, okay. So she's in the New York area. Well, we need to find out where that family member or friend goes to the dispensary, whatever dispensary it is, and then I'll give DoktorHigh a good swift kick in his ass. He'll unfreeze, and we'll discuss that. But until then, we're going to come back after a commercial. DoktorHigh, you might want to get your heat on, man. You're frozen again.
Say bye-bye to bottled water. Holistic Health Water has certified medical-grade water ionizers that make 7 types of water, including healthy alkaline. There's a 5-micron filter that lasts up to a year, and each machine lasts 25 to 30 years. Simply attach to your faucet or install under your sink. Even get a mineral
doesn't matter what
shower.
is, as long as the legal point
is, give us the one that you're going to go to. Yeah,
plus
the one that you're going to go
to. And see what they have.
Change your water and change your life.
Because not all dispensaries are created equal. Kelly can't get.
Okay, men. This is your time.
Norman hers,
you can choose this. But you're here now. You're going to go out there and be an all-star caregiver. It's up to you. So what are you going to do? You're going to go grocery shopping. Cook, clean. Be there emotionally and physically. You got to dig deeper. Drive them to physical therapy. Doctor's appointments. Don't you forget about the pharmacy. No, you won't. Because that's what caregivers do. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. This is your time to show the world, your family, and yourself that you're tougher than tough.
Woo woo! That's all you fabled dreams. You're
this world has
amazing.
ever seen. Caregiving is tougher than tough. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving. A public service announcement brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Dan, proud aunt. Watching my nieces grow, play, and learn is amazing. But not every child gets to be carefree. 1 in 6 kids in the U.S. are hungry. 1 in 6. That little girl sitting alone at the playground.
Yeah, do you have your
she
card?
can't
You can
play
just
like
get
the other
it.
kids.
I mean,
She doesn't have
our
the energy
dispensaries
because
have
she's
some of that
hungry.
stuff.
School lunch will be her only meal today.
We don't have the
It breaks my
nano
heart that this is the reality
emulsification.
in our country, but it's something that Feeding America is
Dr.
working
High?
to change. Each year, the Feeding American network of food
Shirley
banks
Kell had it
rescues
up in New
millions
York. I
of
don't think
pounds
I
of
had
good
it.
food that would have gone
I don't
to
remember
waste.
seeing it, but I didn't look for it either.
Families and
That's
children
true.
in need. Being a kid should be about using your
Well, if she's still in my general area, then she either goes to the acupunctury or theory, whatever the fuck it's called, down in Stroudsburg, or well, we're gonna recommend you don't go there no more. Go to Columbia Care. They always have better deals and better quality stuff. So
Say bye-bye
make
to
the
bottled
ride
water.
to Scranton.
Holistic Health
It
Water has
sucks,
certified
but
medical-grade water
it's
ionizers
they
that
definitely
make
have
7
better
types of water,
quality,
including
better
healthy
choices,
alkaline.
better
There's a
selections,
5-micron
better
filter that lasts
quality.
up to a year.
You can shout your tarts out whenever you want.
Time for a commercial.
We'll do a commercial for you. Let's make a commercial for you, you and I.
Not only do I sell them, but I eat them too.
Order.org.
He's not only a client, he's a member too.
Pay for
And I'll tell you what, they're really great because I got the munchies like mad
change
right
water
now.
and change your life. Order.org.
What up, yo? It's Muck Sticky, and I highly recommend you check out Da.Hippie and DoktorHigh show on Facebook and YouTube, Mondays through Fridays at 10 a.m. Eastern, baby.
Oh, WTHC. I just had him make that. Now I'm going to have to ask him to make another one. Son of a bitch. He's going to be mad at me. That's our friend Muck Sticky. Absolutely love him. He's going to be mad at me because I'm going to have to ask him to make another one because we're changing our time. If you haven't heard, our time is going to be going to noon to 2, 12 o'clock to 2, starting tomorrow. Tomorrow, right, Dr. High? Because you got something to do tomorrow. We were going to start on Monday, but it turns out he's got something to do in the morning. So
I'm going to go waste somebody's time and get some practice.
Yeah, but do you have your suit out? Are you all pressed? Did you do your hair? You're gonna trim your beard.
The minute I walk in looking like this, I'm already at a disadvantage.
Oh, I know. I have the same disadvantage. Yeah. The arms are covered. So yeah, my mommy said, "Don't ever go below your elbow," and I was like, "I promise." And as soon as she passed away, I was like, "Ha ha ha ha!"
I stopped at my wrist so I could at least wear long sleeves and keep it a secret, but.
Yeah, no, I got some on my hands and some on my finger. I have question mark on my middle finger in tribute to my grandfather who had that. It was a bet he made in the Navy when he was in the Navy. His friends all said, "You'll never get a tattoo, and if you do, you're going to get kicked out of the Navy." And then he went in and he got that on his finger and came back out. They were like, "See, ha ha ha, you didn't do it, you pussy. Let's see." And he was like, and then, he gave him the finger and they were like, "That's not fair." And then they ended up having to pay him all the money that they bet because he got the tattoo. I don't know. That's the story. I'm sticking with it. He's dead now. I have the tattoo. My cousins all have the tattoo. Go to work. Make sure I have addresses for both of you and PM me about books and such. Abso-freaking-lutely. Oh, he's frozen again. Why do I always got to cover for you? Hi, huh? I always got to cover for you. You're frozen. Answer the lady.
I don't get it today. It's really bad today.
Yeah, I know. And we're not even close to noon yet. Jeez. Anyway, she says she's got to get back to work. She wants addresses for both of us.
Oh, I'm looking outside to try and
work.
Yeah.
It's really bad because it's even echoing in my head. I can hear myself over in your room for some reason.
Weird, eh?
Now I can't hear you.
I'm not getting any of that kind of feedback, but
there you are.
You get it.
Anyway.
I don't get it.
All right. Little boxes, we love you. I will be sending you my address today. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying we were talking about dry herb vaporizers yesterday.
Oh, yeah. And you posted your thing.
Yeah. So the article is out. You should be able to find it in most of your groups in Facebook or on my profile. If you're curious about dry herb vaporizers like Lori was yesterday, I've done a review of 5. One of the things I really would have liked to review was the Puffco Peak.
Yeah, you saw that guy comment?
What guy comment?
Oh, I shared it to like 35 groups, and somebody was like, "Yeah, those are all quality. I agree, but I'm really kind of, he wasn't saying anything bad, but he was like, I'm more of a Puffco Peak guy myself."
Yeah, Puffco Peak is an excellent product, but I've never used it and I've never sold it. Puffco came out probably a year and a half or 2 years after I left the wholesale game. So I never handled the product and I've never used it because they're like $500 plus here. And I have enough vaporizers and I'm not going to ever spend $500 on one. So I can't review it. I can't write about it because I don't know it. You know what I mean? I don't know it from my own experience. And that's the reason it's not on the list, or it would have been.
Well, this is what you do. You do this, Dr. High. You say, Puffco Peak, we're going to shout you out. We need you to send us one of your things right to Dr. High's house right there. And he will try it out, and then he will give you a review. All right. That's all you have to do.
That may come in the future once we have a greater established presence, let's say.
What are you talking about? We have 15 people up there, man. We got to establish.
It's phenomenal.
It's awesome.
It's phenomenal. I mean, really, we're seeing that people are finding value in what we're doing. already. So it's fantastic. You know, I had some really great comments on Facebook over the last couple of days with people on my posts, right? The not Etsy and all that shit, but on the medical posts and everything. And I tell you, for me, it's such a compliment when people appreciate it and feel that the information that I'm bringing has value. So, you know, that's what inspires. I do it even without the comments. They're not necessary, but they're nice.
But it's nice to feel, like it's helping, Absolutely. I agree. I've had a few, no, I didn't get any fucking comments. Fuckers. You know who's listening is our friend Pothead at her new place up there.
What's up, Pothead? How are you?
She's working hard up there at THNC in New Brunswick, Canada. Yeah, I'm very excited. She's changing that place around. It looks beautiful every day. It's getting better and better. And the boss is fantastic from what she says, and the people she works with are okay, I guess.
If you want to run the best dispensary in any community, be the dispensary that provides the best service to your customers. Be the dispensary that educates your employees to help your customers navigate through their choices. There are so many choices, right?
Their illnesses.
Their illness is number one, but you can't, none of us are doctors, right? So we can't really get into medical advice and things like that. And plus, cannabis is very difficult because what affects you will affect me differently, will affect Corrine differently, will affect it's going to affect us all in a bit different way. So you have to have knowledge to get into the area that can help. But really, it's more about educating people about the products because there's so many now.
Wow, that was like one of my first complaints when I first went to the dispensary. They're like, all right, you're going to have to fill out all this paperwork and then go sit over there and wait to talk to the pharmacist. And the pharmacist came in and, and they were like, yeah, hi. And they were like, all right, you got approved. That's cool. Go this way, stand in line and get your stuff. And I was like, oh, cool, thanks. And that was it. They didn't really help us with anything.
Yeah,
it's really hard. Talking. If I was talking, I'm stoned. Good morning, Facebook user. Did you hear anything I just said or no? Fuck this, man. This is pissing me off now. WTHC. I'm hanging out with the frozen DoktorHigh. We have started a miracle. We're going to freeze him here.
Cryogenic. Good. I'll never age again.
Cryogenically freezing his ass. And we're going to... Oh, it's Mrs. Hippie. Hi, Mrs. Hippie. How are you? All right, no more bad talk about Mrs. Hippie.
Thing we have forward to when I transition to Quebec is I will no longer be in the woods. I'll be in a city, and I will have high-speed fiber optic internet.
Yes. So, yes, that'll help us a lot.
Yeah.
Mrs. Hippie, do me a favor. Send our address to Little Boxes, ASAP, like yesterday. Please. Thank you. She has some stuff that she needs to ship to us. Nothing illegal.
No. Because there is nothing illegal.
I know. Just making sure. Thank you, Mrs. Hippie.
What were we talking about?
We were talking about how frozen you are every 5 minutes.
No, but we
were talking about Pothead. We were talking about her new place up there.
About dispensaries and education, right?
Yeah. That's right.
That's how.
Did I run a commercial? I don't think I did.
No, you didn't.
I need to run a commercial.
Or did you run one when we were frozen?
I think I did. Hold on. I got to look. Nope, that's the wrong button. Yeah, we're good. Sorry.
Yeah, That's the thing that will make you stand out from the rest is your ability to provide the customer service. Yep. Hippie uses Apothecarium.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I like them, but DoktorHigh said the other one up in Scranton, Columbia Care, gives us a better bang for our buck, and they have better quality. So I'm gonna end up going back up to Scranton a little more often. But the last time I neglected DoktorHigh, and I went to there because it's just closer. You know, it's a lot closer. I don't have 2 hours to go every day to go up to the dispensary. You know.
Yeah. Yeah,
especially when I have to get somebody to drive me because I'm mentally ill and I can't drive myself.
So, in what city? Because depending on the location, they don't always have the same product. So I can look up the Apothecarium. Would it be the same one that you go to, Hippie?
Yeah.
The exact same one?
Absolutely. If she still lives right around here where I am, yeah.
Okay.
We're longtime friends.
I actually applied to a cannabis place in Montreal yesterday.
A Muppet? I am not a Muppet. I'm a real boy. Damn it. I have feelings.
So Apothecarium Dispensary in Stroudsburg, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm over 21.
Are you sure?
Just by a bit. So you want me to look at CBD cartridges?
Boop, 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 boop. Yeah.
CBD.
That's always better because you're on your way down that way anyway, you know, going towards New York. So you just stop there on the way down. I totally get it instead of going up towards the opposite way.
It looks to me like they don't have.
Yeah, I told you. I don't think we have.
They might not be because, see, their advantage in the game is the THC, right? Not the CBD, because CBD is everywhere. So they may not be investing in.
I would hate to have to do this, but I'm going to do something that I hate doing. But if you go, Corinne, to Mountain Vapors, you know what I'm talking about? Go there. They have CBD for sale in a cart. Don't tell them you know me because they'll kick your ass out. But go there and get your CBD right there. It's very good. They're pretty good about their CBD stuff there. They sell carts of it. They sell flour. They sell dabs, like if you wanted to do. Well, I don't know if they have dabs for CBD.
See, every cart I'm looking at has no CBD. Zero.
Well, that place that I mentioned, I'm not going to say their name again because I can't stand them.
Yeah.
But they definitely have it, and I would trust it if I were to go somewhere to get just plain CBD. But like I said, we're going to be making our own CBD here in a couple days or a couple months when Mississippi finally orders that stuff. But
so the best you can find there, it's all THC CBD. They only have 3 actual CBD products. One is an RSO. Yeah. No, they're not focused on CBD at all.
why would they be? You know, why would they be? Well, they're like, we got the THC market covered.
CBD potency. Let's go 70 to 100%. 0 shows 0. Shows 3. Oh, here's a 1-to-1. Oh, here's a couple 1-to-1s actually. So they have and it's a strain we've spoken about before, Harlequin, as being a high CBD strain.
Yeah.
So they have Harlequin CBD or a 1-to-1 liquid live resin, but they're actually not very intelligent, these people, because they're saying it's 1-to-1 liquid live resin. The THC percentage is 26.37.
Yes.
And the CBD is 48.56.
That's not 1-to-1. That's more like
1-to-2. Yeah,
2-to-1.
it's almost 1-to-2. You know? They have a tropical.
A little high. We'll get her a little high, and then but she'll feel good.
They have a tropical haze resin that is a 1-to-1 for the most part. It's 37.8 THC, 37.68 CBD. So very, very close.
All right. So say them again slow so she knows. The Harlequin.
Harlequin, they say it's 1-to-1 liquid live resin. It's from Cresco Labs.
Yeah,
but it's actually 1 THC to 2 CBD, or very, very close. And then they also have the tropical haze resin from Kind Tree.
That's their brand. A little less quality, but for CBD, I would be all right with it.
But it is a 1-to-1 for the most part. It's very, very.
You're going to get that at a better price, right? That's at a better price than the other one, I'm sure.
Yeah. So
today is what, Thursday? So
that's all you can find at the Apothecarium.
I think it's Cartridge Thursday or whatever today too. So it might be the day, because yesterday was Waxy Wednesday. I think today's cart day.
Okay.
So carts are on sale today. Usually. I don't know. Our chat stopped working. I think it's broken over there. Now they're frozen. You're working. Oh, now you're frozen too. Oh, there you are.
Oh.
Hi, buddy.
Oh. Yeah, those are the only two options I see, Corrine, from the Apothecarium.
Oh, DoktorHigh, I'm going to need to speak to you again today after the show, if you don't mind, for a minute.
Yeah.
Okay. If we're not frozen, of course.
Where's the True Leaf? Let's have a look at them.
True Leaf?
Yeah.
I don't even know if there's a True Leaf by us.
True Leaf, PA.
I don't know. Is that down in Stroudsburg, further down? I've never even heard of it.
There's one in Zillionope.
I don't even know what the fuck.
There's one in Devon. There's one in Philadelphia.
Maybe.
Pittsburgh, Coatesville.
Nope.
Reading.
Nope.
Camp Hill.
Nope.
Whitehall.
Getting closer.
King of Prussia.
Oh, near Allentown, she said.
Cranberry.
Get out of the way, young lady.
Scranton.
There you go.
Harrisburg,
probably. No, that's a little farther than Allentown, ain't it?
Scranton.
No, it's definitely down towards Allentown, Harrisburg. That would be the way. Scranton's the other way. Fred, how are you, Fred? That's where I go, Scranton. Whitehall, she says.
Whitehall.
Yeah, I said that was getting closer to us, but it's not really convenient. I don't know why that's where you would choose to go unless you're getting good deals.
So MacArthur Road.
Music.
Fred Groover. How are you, Fred?
Fred, how are you? My man Fred lives right up here by us, by the sounds of it.
So
Fred, you live right by me, huh, buddy? I played softball in music. For a puppet, I'm a pretty good softball pitcher.
So, Corrine, would that be the Whitehall dispensary?
Yeah, probably.
Concentrates, vaporizers.
We're doing good, Fred. Nice to meet you.
Filters.
I'm in the Poconos. The beautiful Pocono Mountains, right by Mount Pocono. Beautiful Mount Airy Lodge. Oh, you're up by Lake Ariel. I know you moved, but I didn't know how far away. I know you got out of that hood that you were in over there, but I didn't know how far away you moved. Yeah, I live at Lake Ariel. I had a friend that lived up there for a while.
So, looking at this True Leaf, they have a fair number of 1-to-1 vape carts. So equal numbers in the high 30% either way. Very close to it. So you got a lot of 1-to-1 carts. Concentrates. Let's see what they got for CBD. Filters.
Everything's backwards.
So nothing in the concentrates. We don't want to look at topicals. It's a waste of time. That's all THC focused. Let's see what they got in the tinctures. Yeah.
I'll do your friend.
THC.
Yeah, I live right around there, Mount Pocono area. I don't ever tell anybody exactly where I live. But.
Now, here's a pretty good tincture for high CBD, low THC, which would be Standard Farms. The 15 ml 10-to.
Standard Farms is a good brand. I've always found their stuff to be decent, but they are a very earthy flavor.
What's that?
The Standard Farms. It's always like their live resin. Is it a live resin one?
No, this is a tincture. So it's an oral sublingual dosing.
I don't know. He just spoke Spanish, I think. Oil do sublingual.
Yeah, it's oral or sublingual.
Oral.
So you put it under your tongue or you swallow it.
I didn't know what the hell you said. I was like, oil, what?
So that's Standard Farms 10-to-1 tincture. But you know what? Here's a perfect example. It's a 15 ml bottle for $42. Like, it's nuts, right? For what we're going to make with you,
right?
We could really make this same thing.
Exact same thing.
So you're paying $10 for 10 grams of pure CBD.
Yep.
What did that distillate syringe cost you?
It was a half gram, so I think it was $80, but I could be wrong.
That's crazy expensive too, but
no, I could be wrong. It could have been 40 or 50. I don't remember. It was a while ago, dude.
Let's say 50. Let's just say 50.
Yeah, let's say 50 because maybe 100 for the full gram, 50 for the half. That makes sense.
So in this particular bottle is
lip over there, Andrew.
Is a 0.2 of a gram of CBD isolate and 2 milligrams. So you're 20 milligrams. So that's a 0.2 of a gram, right? Yeah. So when you're looking at your syringe, if it's a graduated syringe, each 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, up to 10 is 100 milligrams each number.
Each line.
So you're using a fifth of number one.
Only a fifth.
Preparation, a fifth. So if we base it on $50 for 1 gram, that means that each 0.1 is $5. So now we're going to use a fifth of that 0.1. So that's $1 in THC distillate. That is, you've paid $1 for a gram of CBD isolate.
Yep. So we're up to $2.
No, we're not up to 2 because you're only using a 0.2 of that gram. So you're only using 20 cents worth of CBD isolate. So $1 THC.
Laughing in the morning here, man.
20 cents worth of CBD. The most expensive thing in what you're making is the glass bottle at $1.60.
I agree with Andrew.
It's more expensive than what you're making to put into it. Yet these people want $42 of your money to give you something that you can make at home
for $1.20. $4.
$4.
$4. Now, the thing is that I can't figure out how to, my wife has to figure out how to order that stuff so we can get it in the mail. But everybody should be ordering it. If you put it up there yesterday, what was it? GBV? Something?
GBV Biopharma.
Biopharma. GBV Biopharma.
VB.
Say it again. GVB.
I'll just put it in the comments.
Okay, sorry. Sorry to make you.
No problem. Nope.
But if everybody just orders this ASAP, if you can, for I think it's like $25 for it to be totally get everything and shipped to me. But then that's going to make enough for me for the next year, is what he's saying, or a lot anyway. And at a very cheap price. And then I just have to go get the syringes of distillate when I want to add some distillate to my CBD. Oh, King Solomon, how are you? Thank you for being up there.
Yeah, you got it. That's exactly what we're talking about.
Yep. That's them. So that's where I'm going to get my 10 things of 10 grams. Is that what it was?
Yeah, CBD isolate.
CBD isolate. You're going to order that there, and they ship it to you. It's going to take a couple days. It's not Amazon Prime or nothing. And then we need MCT oil. So go out now and pick up a bottle of MCT oil. That's going to last you a couple weeks, a couple doses. So
you just look at it this way: you're going to make a 30 milliliter bottle of preparation of infused MCT oil. But when you buy the MCT oil, you're going to buy a bottle that's at least 300 milliliters, because that'll be the smallest, and then the normal size would be 760. So at 760. Divide 76 by 3, that's 20. So that's about 25 bottles of carrier oil, of MCT oil, that you can make from one bottle. And that bottle is going to cost you in Canada, I'd pay $19 for that bottle of MCT oil, which means in the States, you'll probably pay 12, 13, something like that.
Yeah. All right, so let's do our commercial. Let's do our commercial, and we'll be right back. We got a 420 song coming up. So stick around, everybody. We'll be right back. You're hanging with Da.Hippie and DoktorHigh on WTHC. Big shout out to everybody out there on Live 365 and TuneIn for hanging and chilling with us as well. You guys are awesome.
Hey, Dad, your prescription will be ready in just a minute. Hey, Dad, your laundry will be ready in just a minute. Dad, your lunch will be ready in just a minute.
Hey, honey. Why don't
everybody that's here now, if you haven't heard, starting tomorrow, the show is going to be from noon until 2 on the East Coast, 12 o'clock till 2 o'clock every day. I am no longer getting up early. I'm going to work later at night. I get a bigger crowd during the afternoon and nighttime than I do right early in the morning.
Manage the challenges of caring for a loved one. Because the better care you take of yourself, the better care you can provide for your loved one.
Thanks, Dad.
I hope that doesn't inconvenience everybody too much.
You're there for them. We're here for you. Find free care guides to support
9 to 11 on the West Coast, so you guys can get up and get your eyes cleaned out before you get on.
A public service announcement brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
All right, class. Let's hear what everyone did this weekend. Jill?
Well, I raised my older sister to a big oak tree. It was at least 100 years old. My mom said I must have set a record or something. And then we went down by a stream and pushed up on this huge rock and saw all of these little minnows swimming around way below us. And then I rescued my little brother from an evil slug king who was guarding him at the bush fortress. And my sister and I brought him back to our super twig fort for safety. And then we all laid out and told stories until it got dark. And the Big Dipper led us all the way home.
Wow. Awesome.
Where were you, Jill?
Yeah.
We went to the forest. It's not that far away. Anyone want to come this weekend?
Ask your parents to take you and your friends to the forest this week and find the fun, adventurous you. It's closer than you think. Check out discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Badger Heart Puppetry. Badger Heart Puppetry. Badger Heart Puppetry. If you need some kick-ass puppets, welcome in. Photograph photography by John. 234 photography.
Going today?
Your puppet needs. He can fix puppets, build puppets, custom-made puppets. He has puppets off the rack for cheap prices. Contact Storage today at 1-636-234-1535 or on TikTok or Facebook at Badger Heart Puppetry. He also makes LARPing items too.
What up, yo? It's Muck Sticky, and I highly recommend you check out the Hippie and DoktorHigh show on Facebook and YouTube, Mondays through Fridays at 10 a.m. Eastern.
We are having a great day.
Holy cow.
It's hot, you know we smoke lots of pot every single day, every single day. If you're ever in need, you know we smoke lots of weed every single day, every single day. Well, I know it seems like all I ever talk about is smoking weed, but I know you like it too, and my bag don't have a seat, so I'm motivated singing songs and puffing lots of cannabis. I've been to Amsterdam a time or two, and hallelujah for it, Sheba double bubble gum and lots of cream Moroccan hash, purple power, yellow cab. I love the juicy fruity grass. If you want answers on the positive effects of sticky green, just hang with me, and in one day we'll smoke more than you've ever seen. It's colder when it's hot, you know we smoke lots of pot every single day, every single day. If you're ever in need, you know we smoke lots of weed every single day, every single day. Puffing trees and singing
Every time I talk to Muck, I find out somebody else he's met. I'm like, damn.
Stopping by, you can plan on getting high every single day, every single day. And if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're lifted and you show it, clap your hands. Now we're all getting silly. I am goofy and I'm proud, making music that is funny, floating on a puffy cloud. How'd you like to be my friend? Cause there is no stress involved. If you're having trouble with somebody, leave them problem solved. I will smoke a hoot or poke a cooter, never be in misery, cause life is good and so is weed. I'm feeling great cause I am free. It's colder when it's hot, you know we smoke lots of pot every single day, every single day. If you're ever in need, you know we smoke lots of weed every
Single day, every single day. Stuck in my head all the time, Rhonda. Every single day, every single day.
So if you plan on stopping by, you can plan on getting high every single day, every single day.
Photography, have a great day. Everybody, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. That was Muck Sticky with every single day. What's up, DoktorHigh? We're back.
I just wanted to ask John while he was here if he had any questions about cannabis that he was here.
Yeah. How are you, bud? You're leaving already. We're just getting started.
Yeah, Muck Sticky does stick in your head, doesn't it?
Yeah,
that whole show.
Absolutely. Crazy Psycho Bananas.
I love that. That might be my favorite.
Every time I look at my wife, it pops in my head. Like, Crazy Psycho Bananas. Here I go. I'm talking to Crazy Psycho Bananas.
That's funny.
I wish I could play him like every other song or every fourth song, you know, every fifth song. But rules are rules, and I'm not allowed. So
not allowed to do what?
I can't. I can only play him once an hour.
Oh, really?
All bands. I can't play anything more than once an hour. So.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, and if it's like the same name of a song, say like I don't know, I can't think of anything right now, but if it was by two different artists with the same name, I can't play it within the half hour.
Painted Black by the Stones and by the Tea Party.
Right. Perfect example. Perfect example. I wouldn't be able to play it within the same half hour. But what I do is if I want to hear the Rolling Stones, or I would play Painted Black, and then I would play something else by the Stones. You know, that's how I get away with my Ozzy rock block. Is I play the one where he's with the rapper, then I play Lita Ford and Ozzy, then I play Black Sabbath, and then I play Ozzy, and then I get a 4 in a row of Ozzy.
Yeah, nice.
That's how I beat the system there, but it's not easy. You have to find all the bands that these guys played with, and if it says their name again, then I can't say it. I can't play it. So as long as it says like Black Sabbath, and it says Lita Ford, and it says Post Malone, and it says Ozzy, then I can play all 4. And then
Ozzy performed with Post Malone?
Oh, fucking yeah. One of my favorite songs is Ozzy
Really?
and Post Malone, yeah. This last Ozzy album was a lot of him and other people. Him and Elton John, him and Post Malone, him and who is it now? I just had the other one in my head, damn it. But yeah, anyway, a lot of duets with other famous singers helping Ozzy out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think the only one I heard was the one with, I think it's Jeff Beck, no?
Yes, Jeff Beck. Yes, that's the one. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that whole album was pretty much. I mean, he has a few other songs that were his, but for the most part, it was a lot of duets with other people. I love the one "Ordinary Man" by Elton John, Ozzy Osbourne, and Elton John. Ordinary Man.
Heard it.
Oh, it's fantastic. I'll play it later when we get off the air.
I haven't heard the Post Malone one either.
Oh well, unfortunately, I can't play him because Ozzy still hasn't given me the rights to play his music. Ozzy,
no, I listen all the time anyway.
No, I know, but I play him all the time too. Ozzy, Ozzy. No, but I don't mind yelling out to Ozzy if he's watching. You know, Ozzy, give me the rights, dude. I'm your homie. I'm your homie. You never know; he might watch this later. I shared this to him on my Instagram. He's a free. Well, he doesn't follow me, but I follow him and I share it to him. He never looks at them.
Actually, I came across Cheech and Chong came across on my feed the other day on Instagram.
I share them all the time too.
Yeah, they were saying that they're looking for 420 people to follow. And they want to know why you should be one of the 420.
Did you tell them us?
I did. I did. So let's see what happens.
Yep, we're going to be the 420.
Now, I do have Tommy Chong as a friend on Facebook.
I know.
And it's a verified Tom Chong. So that's kind of interesting.
And then my buddy from the Pocono Posse is actually, so they've already heard of us because my friend Tommy from the Pocono Posse, him and Tommy Chong are actually very good friends.
Okay.
And he has sent me photos and videos and of him and Tommy Chong talking about us and WTAC radio. And he's supposed to listen in all the time, but I don't ever see him.
Right? Wouldn't we just shit if he popped up in the comments one day?
Oh, I can't wait. I'm not going to shit. I'm going to be like, my man, come on up here. No, I'll probably freak.
Actually, the song that you play, the Cheech and Chong song that you play on the radio here,
I play a bunch of them, but which one?
One of those lines is about somebody I know that we've discussed here before, Mark Emery. So when they say the Prince of Pot, they're talking about Mark Emery.
Mark Emery.
Yep, that's what they're talking about.
Oh, Christopher met them both. Christopher says he met him doing a stand-up show.
Oh, that would have been fun. I still, every now and again, love to pull them up on YouTube and watch.
Oh, my God.
Especially like Ralph and Fifi.
Now that you just made me think about it, maybe that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put Tim on for a couple hours this afternoon, and I'm going to go out and watch Up in Smoke or something because I've been craving to watch.
I got them all on DVD.
Yeah, I haven't watched one in a while, and they've been posting GIFs of them in the room back there on Discord, and I'm constantly seeing. I'm like, oh my God, I want to watch that. I missed that. That was so funny.
That was some of the first stuff. Like you play like Monster Mash and a couple of weird things like that. And back when I first started smoking weed, back in the late 70s, 77, 78, This was out, right? The Monster Mash, Purple People Eater, all that kind of stuff. But that also, we used to, when we were getting high, very first getting high, it was Cheech and Chong Records, Big Bamboo, up in
Clockwork Orange.
Yeah, that
Orange was like something that we had to watch high. I don't know why. Everybody was like, "You gotta get stoned and watch Clockwork Orange." Oh
yeah,
my god!
I've been a Cheech and Chong fan for 40 years, 45 years. As long as I've been smoking weed, Cheech and Chong have been, right there. I sold tons of Cheech glass.
Oh, I'm a fan of their page, the Cheech and Chong OG Glass Company. And
I never sold the Cheech and Chong OG glass. I only sold Cheech because there was a while that I guess they weren't doing things together or collaborating necessarily. But now they have their own glass line together. So
yeah, I'm a follower of that page, and I constantly share our stuff in there. They don't kick me out, so I continue to share.
I actually spent time in jail, right?
I don't know nothing. I don't talk about nothing.
For being associated
for weed, yeah, something to do with
to the glassware.
Yeah,
bongs, which is completely outrageous.
Very back in the old days, though, back in the 80s, right, or something like that.
I mean, so outrageous, right?
It's crazy, and they're still doing it. They're still doing it. The guys from Holistic Meditation, they're the band that I play. I can actually play them because I have their rights. But anyway, the one brother their band is broken up right now for a year, unfortunately, because of marijuana laws. His brother got arrested and put in jail for a year for marijuana. And so now they have to take a hiatus while the brother spends a year in jail for marijuana.
Nuts, eh?
I want to have them on the show to talk about it, but he's in jail, and I don't know if his brother wants to come on and talk about it again.
Well, we'd have to play the message. You have a collect call from an inmate at the.
We can call him. Yeah, that's true. We can call him at the jail. We can talk to him live. I'll reach out.
Maybe we can use media credentials to get an interview.
Oh, absolutely. Just tell him I'm from WTHC Radio in Pennsylvania. I can't figure out how to hit you anymore because you're on the wrong side. Now it's like I got to.
I know today's been rough.
Yeah.
It's been a rough week for streaming.
Psychedelic drug lovers, Josh Dre.
Yeah,
Thank you,
Josh.
We don't
play around too much when people go on to Telegram, so
yeah. So
that's just somebody playing games, like one of those people that we don't support with the Telegram channels.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah,
Josh has been blocked and deleted.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to find Josh, he'll be out there somewhere.
Yeah.
We don't play with him.
You don't want to find Josh because Josh ain't going to treat you right.
Well, we don't want to say Josh is a bad guy. He just doesn't do his stuff legally.
Yeah. Yeah, well. Who's to say,
we don't
right?
support that. I mean, I love Josh. He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have any hate. I don't have hate for anybody. Well, a couple.
I don't hate. I don't have the energy.
Yeah, I mean, Josh might have been the guy I was buying off of before weed became legal, So I don't know. I can't hate Josh.
See, what I don't like about these people is they slide into other people's business to try and promote their shit, right? And we don't know whether they're good or not. So say somebody sees this guy on my post, and I haven't deleted him or hidden his comment, and they go ahead and proceed to do something with this guy and get screwed, then in a strange way, I'm associated to that. And I won't be associated to that. You know what I mean? Absolutely not.
I have to say, my moderators, and I want to thank each and every one of them. You can all give me a handy later.
Because you can't do it for yourself.
Right, because my hands are too soft.
Right.
But they have been doing a fantastic job on our Facebook page. I barely see any drug dealers and nothing but beautiful, positive stuff all the time.
I saw a great picture on there this morning of a squeeze, a rosin. That was nice.
Although the guy Curly posted,
yeah,
oh my God, I posted Homer drooling. I was like, oh.
Yeah, his parchment wasn't long enough because he lost some resin onto the tabletop.
I don't think that's lost. It's just
he didn't do a great job in the preparation of his extraction, but
That
the
was the stuff
extraction
he's
was a
keeping.
very nice squeeze.
My God, that looked beautiful.
Well, you want to watch rosin porn, just go onto YouTube and watch them do some squeezing. There's some beautiful things on there.
My God, I was like,
oh, that's when I want smell-o-vision, you know?
Yeah, I was like, I want to be there. I just want to catch a cupful. Just catch a little cupful.
Nice stuff.
So tomorrow we'll be on at noon. You have your big interview tomorrow at the chicken farm.
Yeah, my fake interview. It's a real interview, but I have no
listening right now.
No matter what happens, I won't be taking the job. I just want the practice because I know that I should be interviewing.
You should be taking the job. If you weren't moving away, you might be taking this job, right?
Yeah, because the hours are great, right? It's like 6 to 2:30.
It's a quality job.
Would have been really a decent position. It's very close to the house, like it's 3 minutes from here. And in the country, 3 minutes to anywhere is.
Oh, I know. I live in the mountains.
Right next door. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I live in the mountains. I know it's 20 minutes to go to my closest friend's house.
Yeah, it would have been really probably kind of cool. And I like cheese. So, discount to the
cheese, not chickens. That's right. It's cheese.
Yeah,
I thought it was chickens.
I'll tell you what, this place, Mapledale Cheese, operates a storefront at the factory. And I drive by it all the time. Like anytime I have to go into town, I have to drive by it. There's no choice. And I buy all my cheese from them, and I have been since I lived here. Because number one, the prices are super reasonable because you don't have a middleman taking it to the grocery store. But secondly, they make homemade garlic cheese breadsticks all day long there.
I heard Loki. He even sounded like he enjoys them.
As soon as you open the door of that shop, that smell just slaps you. And I swear I must be like Homer or the old Fred Flintstone where he floats through the air with his little toes twinkling underneath him. That's how I feel when I walk into that place. You know, when the lady called me about the interview the other day, she's like, "Do you know where we are?" I'm like,
I can smell your place from here. I can smell you from here. Yeah. No, that's kind of like our place. We have 2 places here. They're Callie's and Callie's Pretzel Factory here in the Pocono area. And you walk into them and you just walk in and you smell candy, and it's just candy everywhere and candy and all types of candy. And they make it right. They have windows that you can watch, and they're making the candy right in front of you. And you're just like, And the same thing with the pretzels. You walk in and they got every flavor, every pretzel ever made, every size, and you're just like,
No, I love this place because I buy those breadsticks.
Not me. I'm not eating JJ.
I let them go a bit stale. Then I cut them into small pieces, toast them in the oven, use them as croutons in salad.
Absolutely.
Oh, man.
I will not be eating JJ on Saturday. Nope.
Hold on. I think my dog has to go out.
Yeah, it's time. It's usually his time to pee. Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Thank you so much for sticking around and hanging out with us. So we've been talking. We got some stuff talked about today.
Keep going. There you go, buddy. Okay.
Oh, fudge is my favorite food group.
Oh.
I love fudge.
Oh, yeah. Infused fudge. Fudge is so easy to infuse because it has so much butter. Well, it has so much butter in it, right? It's so easy to infuse. I've infused fudge a few times, and the problem with infused fudge is
it's so damn good, and you can't put it down.
Yeah, it's really really difficult to.
Oh, I know the
right.
Potty schedule. I've learned Loki's potty schedule.
Yeah.
So yeah, fudge is one of my favorite food groups, and but like I said, I can't infuse nothing with food with it because it don't work. So
yeah, there'd be no point. But I've done.
I might be able to do it soon.
Well, maybe we'll have to see how nano emulsification works for you, right? If it changes things, then you can use that.
Yeah, but I wanted to ask you.
Maltodextrin powder in with your butter, infuse your butter, and then get it right into your recipe.
Yeah, but I wanted to ask you now that we're off topic and we're back on the topic here. So Curly Kel bought those juice drops, right?
Yep.
Is that basically the same stuff?
I don't know what the carrier is. So I don't know. I don't know if they're using a carrier oil or if they've done it into distilled water. The ideal preparation is distilled water because we're made of water and our body absorbs it very, very easily. And oil we don't absorb so easily. So the potential nanoemulsification is a preparation that's in water. Yeah.
Little Boxes was doing it with water or MCT oil?
I
thought she said MCT oil, no? And then the Acapulco Gold stuff.
That's to
tapioca.
The MCT oil is to take the concentrate and turn it into a liquid, because in order to use the tapioca maltodextrin, you need a liquid for that maltodextrin to bind with so that it can become back to a powder. So that's why I still use the MCT oil. But by the time it is mixed with the powder, then the oil becomes irrelevant now, because you basically just absorbed that tiny bit of oil with the molecule and suspended it the correct way. So
not irrelevant. How much MCT oil are you using to liquefy your concentrate?
Little as you can get away with, like
because
you can get 1 gram into 1 milliliter.
All right. Well, my overall question is that Curly Kel got the shits from the juice,
from the MCT oil,
from the juice, those drops. Hi, Stoner Granny.
Stoner Granny, how are you?
So nice to have you here. Thank you for joining us. Yeah. So she got the poops from the drops. She said that she felt her belly didn't feel right after drinking the bottle of water with those drops. Now, my overall question is I don't need any extra help with the drops and my pooping. Like, pooping is not an issue here. I already poop too much as far as I'm concerned. So I don't want any looser stool, if you know what I mean. So is this emulsification thing going to make my belly worse in the long?
Shouldn't. But MCT oil can do that. Like when you first start MCT oil,
you're embarrassing us in front of Stoner Granny. Come on. Come on, wake up.
doses because it upset you.
God. You're embarrassing us in front of Stoner Granny.
I know, this is horrible today.
I don't even know if you
It's
can
the
hear
worst
me.
we've had.
It is bad today. So I didn't hear anything you said because, of course, you're frozen again.
Yeah. MCT oil, when you first start using MCT oil, it can upset your stomach.
But will it go away after a while?
In that, yeah, you develop your, not tolerance to it, I would say, but when you start to use MCT oil, you take just like a half a teaspoon, right? And then you work your way up a little bit. So I think Curly Kel might have gone through that bottle fairly quickly. I think you said she used it in only 2 sittings, or perhaps 3
sittings or 3 sittings, maybe.
Right, and it was probably a 30 ml bottle. So if she did that, if it is MCT oil, then she would have used 10 ml of MCT oil in the consumption of the drops, which may have resulted in that sensation.
The poops.
And could you remind us, Curly Kel, how many milliliters was in the bottle? And if you still have the bottle, could you look at the ingredients and see if it's MCT oil?
I'm actually going to get a bottle from her this weekend on Saturday.
Oh, we could know now, perhaps.
Well, yeah, perhaps. But
and seeing as we're in the discussion, by Sunday we're both stoners. By Monday we're not going to remember. So it's 30 ml.
Yeah, she could probably go. I'm saying she probably has a bottle there that she can go look at because she's got one of mine. But the one she
that
got
was my point.
Don't be a smart ass, DoktorHigh. You're lucky I can't reach you anymore.
That's what I was driving at.
You didn't know she had mine.
Well, I figured she probably did. But that could be it. If it's MCT, then my guess would be it's the MCT oil that upset her more than any of the cannabinoid that was there. But we won't know until we know what the mix was, what the carrier oil was. Oh, doggy.
All right, I'm going to run a commercial. We'll be right back, you guys. You're hanging with the hippie and Dr. High. We'll find out what Curly's got to say.
All right, he's not trying to come in. Nope.
Right now, our country feels divided, but there's a place
MCT
where
oil?
people are coming together.
I got to tell you, I was
Nope,
nervous.
we don't have a bottle of nope MCT oil.
Me too, but I'm glad we are.
Love Has No Labels and One Small Step are helping people with different political views.
Everybody,
beliefs,
please
and
make
life
sure you go over to
experiences come together
YouTube and
through
subscribe.
conversation,
We got
and it feels good.
86
Wow,
now. We
your
are
story
on
is
his
so
tail. We
Yeah.
are on Master Rochi's
When
tail.
people actually sit down, talk, and listen to one another,
Oh, so they did it in water
as human
and the
beings.
cannabis oil.
LoveHasNoLabels.com/one
Well, the
small
cannabis
step.
and vitamin
you can listen
E.
to amazing, life-changing
There it is.
conversations and find simple
Don't need no
tools to
damn
start a
extra
conversation
vitamin
of your
E in
own.
my
I know
asshole.
one thing. This conversation gives me hope.
It gives me
It's a lubricant.
hope too.
I know.
Take a step
That's what I'm
toward
saying.
bringing
I don't
our
need it.
country and your community together by having the courage to start a
I
conversation.
wonder why they use they probably use vitamin E oil
Step. A message from
to
StoryCorps, Love Has No Labels, and the Ad Council.
cannabis before the nanoemulsification.
People do some pretty cool things in their 40s and 50s. Why should saving for
Citric
retirement be
acid.
any
Oh, my
different?
God.
I
You
mean,
can
they
just
go back
keep
to
that.
college,
Flavoring.
Oh, yeah, because she probably bought
learn
the
new
lemon lime one.
instruments,
Yeah, it's just flavoring.
start skateboarding. Okay, maybe
That's
that
what
one.
you used to make
But
sour-
saving
there
for
was 4
retirement
flavors, right?
is. With ACE
Like
Your
if you're trying to make
Retirement
sour
Dot.org,
gummies,
you
you
can
make
get on
them
top
sour.
of your retirement savings no matter your age. Just have a 3-minute chat with Avo, the friendly digital retirement coach from AARP. You'll get personalized recommendations based on your input that are
Great.
easy to understand
Slippery
and
Federal's coming up.
your
We're going to need
lifestyle.
Alicia to come in and shoot us a couple of those guns.
Plus,
I'm
it's
just going to
sponsored
drink it
by
all in one
AARP,
shot. That's
so
what I'm
you know
thinking.
they got your back.
Gnarly move, Dad.
Thanks, sweetie.
So wherever you
it's
are
gonna
on your
work, it's
retirement
gonna work,
savings journey,
right? I mean,
go
it
to
might as
ACE
well
Your
work.
Retirement Dot.org and start chatting with Avo today.
Might
That's
as well work it. If I'm gonna
aceyourretirement.org.
work it,
A
work it,
message
girl.
from AARP and the Ad Council.
Oh, yeah, baby, it's Muck Sticky. Join me as I return to the stage for the first time in over 4 years, September 16th and 17th, 2023, in Jacobsburg, Ohio, at the OVDJ Campout. It's gonna be a wild time, baby. The Mucker ship has returned to Earth, and I'm bringing you all back to outer space with me. Get your tickets online. Check out the OVDJ Campout on Facebook events, or go to mucksticky.com.
Badger Heart Puppetry. Badger Heart Puppetry. Badger Heart Puppetry. If you need ass puppets, contact Forge at 1-636-234-535. He has all your puppet needs. He can fix puppets, build puppets, custom-made puppets. He has puppets off the rack for cheap prices. Contact Forge today at 1-636-234-1535. We're on TikTok or Facebook at Badger Heart Puppetry. He also makes LARPing items too.
Hey, this is
Bring water.
Burn it. You have me hooked 23 on Etsy.
Yeah.
You have me hooked over here.
I'm just
She's
going to squirt the
amazing.
whole
She can
bottle
do
of it into a
She
bottle
made
of
me a
water.
crystal vagina that
Pound
doubles
it.
as a worry stone.
Oh my God, hippie, no. But she can crochet.
What's the worst that's
anything
gonna happen?
from
I sleep?
blankets to bags, purses,
Yeah.
and hats.
And even a pussy?
Cat. A pussy cat. Grab a Fern at You Have Me Hooked 23 on Etsy. And
Going on
You
a
Have Me
road.
Hooked on
Oh, I probably
TikTok.
shouldn't talk about that. Yeah. WTHC, we're back. It's the hippie and Dr. High hanging out. It's 11:47 over here on the East Coast on Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday, everybody. Woo, woo, we made it. 71 degrees and cloudy here in the beautiful Pocono Mountains. I want to thank everybody out there on Live 365 and tune in for being here. Dr. High, take it away.
Where are we going?
I don't know. I thought you were going to sing or something. A little cheaper, short and stout. Oh,
I'm trying to figure out going to be fuck YP.
Oh, because I'm fucked up. She just doesn't know how to spell, and because she's saying if I drink the whole thing, I'm going to be fucked up. How fucked up am I going to be, Dr. High?
Hard
First
to
off,
say.
you'll be shitting.
It's
everywhere.
That bottle, if I remember correctly, is 150 ml or 150 milligrams. So, depending on your tolerance, I know a fair number of people that would consume 150 milligrams, no problem. But the difference is when you consume 150 milligrams in a gummy, your body doesn't absorb 150 milligrams. It might absorb 20, 25, 30. You know what I mean? 40 milligrams.
Right.
The difference is, so with nanoemulsification, you consume 150 milligrams, you might actually getting like 130, 135.
Right.
So
good times.
Could be intense.
Yeah, but if it doesn't work on me, or is this going to work because it's the opposite effect, right?
Well, there's no guarantee it's going to work, but I'm curious to find out.
I'm curious too, but I don't want the shits.
Well, if you get the shits, they'll go. They'll come away. They'll go away.
I guess.
It's not an unlimited reserve, right? There'll come a time when you'll run out.
I guess the poop officially runs out after a while, but I'm kind of backed up right now.
Here we go for the second time today. We're on the wrong topic.
I've had a lot of steak and beef this week. I'm waiting for a gout attack any moment.
There it comes.
Yeah.
How about farts, Kelly? Is he safe to fart in the car?
No, I don't even want to go in the car.
No.
I'm a little afraid.
Yeah, Kelly says you feel it right away. I imagine you feel the onset within about 10 minutes or so of the nano-emulsified stuff. No.
She doesn't have
you're hitting.
She doesn't have any.
No chili tomorrow.
No chili?
So what are you guys up to?
I'm having chili for dinner tonight, actually.
What are you guys doing this weekend? What's the plan that you're getting together to?
We're going to meet Lori down in Dauphin, PA. Are you there? Are you frozen again?
I know. It's been that kind of day.
No, I was looking at something else, so I didn't see you. You there?
Like I always say, yeah. Just responding to Kelly's, oh Lord, there's no need to address me quite so formally. You can call me DoktorHigh or you can call me Dave. No problem.
I was in the middle of doing something. I'm better now. I had to do something before we got off the air. Hit him. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
There we go.
Anyway, I hope tomorrow is going to be better because we'll be starting at noon and there'll be lots less people on the internet at this time of day. Right?
We'll see. I don't think it's got to do with that. I think it's got to do with geolocation and maybe the weather today. I don't know.
So when are we moving? Your plan? Did your daughter like the place that she went to look at?
Yeah, for me, we're going to have to downsize quite a bit to get into there because I live in a big place and I've had big houses for the last 10 years since I came back from the States. I've lived in big places and we've accumulated the stuff to fill a big place. And now we're going to go into a place half the size. So I'm going to have to get rid of some stuff or sell it or whatever before we go. But it's a new building. It's in a fantastic location. The rent is
the restaurant you want right there.
I mean, right next door. Nice. Grocery store next door. A place called Rub's American Barbecue, one of my favorite restaurants there is.
You're going to be as big as the fat guy
right
over here.
There. I got great space for my dog to get him out. He's going to be so happy because he's going to get to spend more time on the leash. Here, he's just got the yard, right? So I just put him out, let him do his business, and then come back in. But there, I'm going to have to go with him. You know what I mean? Got a nice big pool on the premises and
part of the apartment complex.
Yeah. So it's fairly small. I'm going to say maybe
1,800 square feet.
No. The apartment itself is probably more like 800 square feet or 1,000.
Say what?
Yeah, it's small. But you know what I mean? Like I got to look at my budget, and even then, we're still talking 1,500 a month.
Well, what's the old man and the old woman gonna say if you leave a lot of your shit right here in this house? I mean, it's yours, isn't it?
The stuff is, yeah.
Yeah, but the house is not yours.
No, that belongs to my mother.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Are they gonna be like, "Yo, David, get your shit out of our house," or are they gonna be like, "Just
Well,
leave
no,
it"?
because when I leave, they're going to rent out this place.
Oh, okay.
They're going to bring in a tenant because that's what they did before. My mom actually asked her tenant to leave when we decided we were coming here.
Come back.
Yeah,
that wasn't very nice of you, David.
Well,
poor person is now living homeless somewhere because you needed a place.
She's not homeless.
I'm just kidding. Anyway,
but it's going to be really cool to be around my kids again. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that's got to be the best part. I don't know why.
It's
I want to get rid of
part. It's the only part that I'm really excited about. I can put it that way because I don't speak French really, you know. So for me, it's a challenge in Quebec a bit when it comes to finding a job and everything. But part of the reason we're moving,
you know what you should have done when you spent 10 years in Pennsylvania? You should have studied up on some French. Don't give me your piss poor attitude.
I didn't catch what you were saying.
I said, you know what you should have done when you spent 10 years over here in Pennsylvania? You should have studied up on your French.
Yeah. Well, there's really nobody to practice it with. And the problem with language is if you don't use it, you lose it. You know what I mean? Because you have to actually train your mind to think in that other language. And if you don't have anybody to talk with about, you know what I mean, it's very hard to maintain it. But the other part of the reason that we're making this move is because here we're finding it very difficult without me having an income to stay ahead of things. So by going to Quebec, that will allow us to survive on the one salary. And I can continue with DoktorHigh full time until I can make this actually a business. You know what I mean?
I got you.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's part of it. There are a few factors that are in play here, but either way, it's going to be nice to be back to my kids. It's going to be nice to be back to the good food.
I'm sure the medicine will be better in that side over there, a little more easier access.
No, it's uptight. Quebec's pretty much the worst province for cannabis legalization. They've had the most restrictive regulation there, but it doesn't matter because
moves DoktorHigh into the most restrictive area.
Yeah, but Montreal has two First Nations territories, Oka and Kanawage.
Oh.
And either one, like one is 20 minutes one way, one is going to be 30 minutes the other. So, you know what I mean? That's where I'll be conducting my affairs, really. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter to me. I know
are
that.
you on a first floor apartment, third floor, second floor? I mean, are you taking this one or is this just one of the options?
I'm going to go through the motions with them and see how it goes. Yeah, probably. We talked. Well, I didn't get a chance to talk to my wife till this morning about it, but yeah, we're going to go for it. They actually have about 7 units in the building
available.
But the problem is that the higher you go, the more expensive they are. So we're going to try and grab one on the second floor.
Oh, the higher the floor.
Yeah, like where I'm
on the first floor. I don't want to go upstairs.
No, well, they got the elevator and all that stuff anyway.
I don't want to deal with that. I want to come in, go in my room, and go to my
But the difference is from the first floor or from the second floor to the fourth floor is a difference of $213 a month just to be higher up.
For nothing. For the
just to be in a different spot in the same building.
Bird flying into your window or something.
Yeah, so there's no benefit. That's one thing. It's got a massive balcony, so it's real nice like that.
Right. So second floor, let me ask, I mean, I know this is personal, but would you be willing to give us a rough idea of what the rent is for
$14.75
for 2-bedroom?
Basically 1 bedroom and an office. The second bedroom, my daughter says, I'd be lucky to get a double in there. So it's going to probably be more like my office, the second one, but
it'd be the DoktorHigh headquarters.
Yeah, technically it's a 2-bedroom, but It's not
you don't really
really
need it for a second bedroom, right? You only need the one bedroom, unless
like
you
a
wife for like Lucy and Ricky or something.
No, we're not there yet. But occasionally my wife's dad comes to visit, so it would be a place for him to sleep when he comes.
Yeah, you
but
throw a day bed in there on the side, and
yeah, for the most part, even an air mattress. You know what I mean on the floor. Air mattresses they're so much better now than they were when we were growing up.
Screw
you know
that old guy. Let him get on an air mattress, the old dude.
Oh no, they're great. We got one when I stay at my daughter's place in Montreal. I use an air mattress there, and this thing is good enough to hold my weight and very comfortable to sleep on. So
yeah, I'm gonna be getting one of them myself very soon because at the OVDJ, I guess I'm gonna be sleeping on an air mattress. I don't know.
Yeah, you don't want to sleep on the ground. You'll be
Hell
crippled.
no. I can't even get up off an air mattress. I don't know how this is gonna work. I'm gonna have the 3 girls, my wife, my daughter, and Crazy Curly and Crazy Lori, or whatever the hell their names are. They're gonna be all in there trying to get me up off the ground.
That's it. That would be funny.
I'm already fretting this. I'm already trying to figure out where I'm going to take a dump.
Oh, in the woods, man.
what?
Bear shit in the woods. Why can't you?
Stuck on the ground like a turtle. Help! I need help. Get Muck Sticky. Get everybody. We need a crane. We need a crane.
Funny.
Get the big guy up.
Hey, you're home. Are you home from work yet, Mr. Slow?
All right, I'm going to invite him in.
Not in my car.
Package. He's not home yet. He's got 12 minutes.
Did you find the package? The package is paramount. Have you found that?
Did you find the package? The pearl is in the river.
There we go.
I used to say that all the time. Whenever my weed got here, if I was getting for somebody, I'd text them. I'd be like, the pearl is in the river. They'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I'd be like, the pearl is in the river.
That's funny.
It's from a movie or something from back in the day.
No.
The pearl.
Kind of sounds like Pink Panther.
It might have been Pink Panther. I was just going to say, it might have been Pink Panther. The pearl is in the river.
That's what I'm going to do this afternoon.
What?
I just made a decision. Executive decision.
You're going out and getting
after I'm done making the wife lunch, I am going to sit down. I'm going to get nice and baked, and I'm going to watch a marathon of the old Peter Sellers Pink Panther movies.
No, you're not. You are going to get back to work on DoktorHigh stuff.
Nah, not today.
Your day off. This is not the day off. Tomorrow you're off the whole morning.
No. Today's a good day to take off.
He says he can't believe he's walking home. It's so hot. It's probably like 60 degrees. The guy is they're so deprived over there. My man is wearing a sweatshirt and he's like, it's so hot. 65.
Yeah. England's weather can be a bit iffy. You know, they do get a fair amount of rain there and a little bit cooler in the summer, but I've spent probably in my life, I'm going to say 8 to 12 months in the United Kingdom from visiting. And because when we used to go, we'd go for 2 months in the summertime, right? We had family.
It's not worth going for anything less. I mean, if you're going to go. Yeah. Be there.
Yeah, I mean, we used to really go for the summers. You know what I mean? Basically, when we got out of school, we'd be there for the summer.
I can't see going for like a week. You'd be like, how do you see everything in a fucking week? You can't. You got to go for a month or two.
It takes you a couple days just to get over the time difference. You know what I mean? Once you get there.
Not me, because I'm constantly working with time differences. I will just be like, all right, I'm in Australia now. I think it'll just work. What are your plans? You hanging for a while? We're not really talking weed. I don't know where these guys.
It's going to be a short day today.
Oh, all right. Get the hell out.
Yeah, it's going to be a short day today. All right. Not a long day.
You want to go watch Pink Panther now? I should have never have said the pearl is in.
Well, first I'm going to whip up some beautiful hamburger steaks and make some poutine. Do you guys have poutine over there? Have you ever seen poutine? Oh,
I don't know where I've heard of it.
So it's French fries, real cheese curd, and gravy, dark brown gravy.
Oh yeah, I've had it.
That's on the menu today.
He's getting a headache because it's garbage.
That is weird.
How,
Reggie, how much vapor are you exhaling? When you exhale, is it a real cloud or no?
He was exhaling pretty decent.
See, do you know what makes your vape give you that cloud of smoke? When you're vaping a regular nicotine vape, like your vape there, what you're exhaling is from vegetable glycerin. So they use PG as the carrier of the flavor and VG.
Mr. Slow, hold on. Mr. Slow, I just sent you a link. If you accept that link, it'll bring you up and you can walk home with us and you can talk if you speak American English.
You can speak British English. I understand it.
I don't understand it. I can't keep
My ear is tuned. Been a long time.
Not me. Just hit the accept button and you'll be here. It's magic.
That's it.
I sent it to you in Messenger, Facebook Messenger. To Robert.
But see, they could be adding like VG or something in there, right? That's why I would have really liked to have seen the package to have an idea of what they were doing.
Well, if I remember correctly, I said, put the package in your pocket, and when you get home, we'll look at it later, dipshit. Oh, sorry. I got a little angry. I love you, Raggy, or Mr. Slow. I don't know how he lost the package. How do you lose the package? The package.
I don't know.
The package.
Good thing it doesn't work for FedEx, eh?
It was a weird package too, because it came in like a well, I guess it's not weird because mine come in it now that I look at it. The rip open top with the like a bag, with the zip tie, like the Ziploc top.
Yeah.
And then his pen was in there, and it was an orange package. I couldn't read it because it was in Britain,
right?
Or I couldn't read it because he wouldn't hold it still. It not there. It is there. Go to your messages. I sent it to Robert on Facebook Messenger.
Oh, I was going to say, how do you go from?
He went from
just user.
I guess he went from YouTube to Facebook, but he's saying he can't see it. I definitely sent it to him. It's going to be an early day anyway, so it's all right, Robert. You just suffer with
he's
that.
Got a half day on Fridays. Well, this is a good thing because he's a half day on Fridays, and tomorrow we're starting later. We're starting at when he would usually be getting home from work anyway. So we could actually have a little bit of time tomorrow to investigate his newest acquisitions.
Yeah. I feel bad though. I don't want him to have a headache. I mean, is it your mind playing tricks on you and you're just thinking you're getting a headache because you're concerned about it? Don't be concerned about it,
Or did you get really high and this is your come down? Oh my God.
Oh, speaking of coming down, holy shit, you're fucking yawning over there.
Yeah.
Okay, you better hit your cart. You're coming down.
That's probably from that joint I smoked earlier.
Yeah. Oh, our friend Pothead was showing us some of those hash joints again this morning. Oh my goodness. Absolutely gorgeous with the glass filter, and they're like 6 inches long, and they're hash with keef and everything rolled all over them. I so want to try one, but unfortunately, unfortunately, I can't get it because it's all the way up there.
You can get it from California,
Mrs. Hippie. No more naps, Mrs. Hippie. Nap time. Come on, Mrs. Hippie.
Nap time is okay. I like a nap.
Yeah. Oh, I
Yeah.
thought that was.
What state are you in again, Andrew?
Andrew's in Seattle.
Okay, yeah, they have them there too.
Yeah. But I don't think that's something that ships well.
Why not? A lot of them will come inside a tube.
Smelly.
No, they come inside a glass tube, usually a sealed glass tube or a sealed plastic tube. Sure would ship fine.
Not heat. No, you don't think that hashy would melt a little or anything like that?
No, they don't. They're not dealing with that kind of extreme heat.
Washington. I'm sorry. Washington, not Seattle.
Yeah.
I forget that it's actually Washington. I always just call it
Who's
Seattle.
Red Eyes? Send me one, Red Eyes.
Send me one, Red Eyes.
Oh. The Red Eyes.
Don't tell everybody Red Eyes is personal information. Nobody knew that Andrew was Red Eyes.
No.
And it's not Red Eyes. It's Andrew.
Nice.
Guys always ruining people's incognito. A man was incognito here.
There's only ever one need for incognito.
Yeah, you're supposed to be on the phone, dumbass. And it says you need some stream thing.
You have to have Google Chrome.
Hi, Ashley. Yeah, he might have Google Chrome.
Hi, Ashley. How are you? I've
Good
not
to see
seen
you.
Ashley with us before.
Oh, Ashley's a great friend. Her and Prince, they work at the Busch Gardens in Tampa, St. Pete, or Tampa, Florida.
Nice.
Yeah, they her and her son are costume characters there.
Oh, okay.
Or they do stuff there. I don't remember.
That's probably a good time. I worked at a amusement park one summer when I was a kid. I loved it. It was great.
I wish I would have had the balls to do half the jobs that I could think of now that I'd be like, damn, I would have loved to have done that.
Oh,
to have done that.
That summer, I got 103 phone numbers
from all the dudes.
Girl, never forget that.
He froze just in time.
Yeah.
Anyway, Dr. High, I'm going to wrap it up because I got to piss.
Oh, nice.
Somebody else is hungry. Yeah. So the air conditioner always affects me 2 hours into the show. And then by 2.5 hours, I'm usually doing the pee-pee dance and I got to go. So anyway, I want to thank you for a wonderful show. We had a lot of fun. I had some laughs. I don't know why it's been messing with us today. It messed with us a lot today, though. I apologize to everybody out there if it's a mess.
It did.
Your pee cold. Yes, my pee cold.
It's getting a little kinky with the questions.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to wrap it up. Stick around, Dr. High. I need to talk to you for a second. And you guys out here on Facebook and YouTube, thank you so very much for hanging with us and hanging. Please do your homework. Bring some questions tomorrow. We always are looking for questions, marijuana related, other relations to that stuff. Dr. High, you got to say anything?
Just thanks for spending your time with us today. We really appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And I look forward to seeing you all again tomorrow. Remember, it'll be at 12, not at 10.
12 tomorrow, yep.
Tomorrow
From now on, 12 o'clock till 2.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, everybody. Peace, love, and hippie hugs.
Everybody.